guys, welcome back to the channel. Welcome back to another music unboxing. Last week, well, Sunday just gone was my birthday, and I got a little bit of a voucher. There was a big mess up with my voucher, so it didn't really get what I was going to be getting, but sadly I did have a little voucher, so I sort of put those together, what I got, and I purchased a box set that I've been after of the Beatles. I'm a huge Beatles fan. This is a great box set. It's got a label on there saying it's from made in Germany. That's what you want to be said on there, because that tells you that it's going to be good quality. So sadly I'm going to have to destroy that sticker to open the box, but yeah, it arrived today from Amazon. It probably is my favourite Beatles album. Over the years, these Beatles albums have been reaching their 50th anniversary, and this is, I believe, the 50th anniversary CD box set of this album. So we'll lift it out. Oh, it weighs an absolute ton. Oh wow, but it's beautiful. That was beautiful, absolutely stunning. And it is Abbey Road, the 50th anniversary of Abbey Road. An amazing iconic album cover. This is one of those sort of really iconic kind of album covers of all time, if you think about it. It's absolutely wonderful. My glasses again, just like the John Lennon box set. Oh dear. Sullivan looks at me when I do all this. He thinks, Dad, what, every time. So I'm just going to read the sticker off the front before we go and have a top-down deep look at the box set. This says The Beatles Anniversary Edition, new mix by Giles Martin and Sam O'Keel. 2 session CDs featuring previously unreleased studio outtakes, demos and studio chat. And there's a Blu-ray featuring surround mix of Dolby Atmos, 5.1 surround and high-res stereo. So it has 3 CDs and it has 1 DVD, sort of Blu-ray for the Atmos sound. So it's cool. It's great to have this, because it's one of my favourite Beatles albums. They've released one for, they've done a few. I think they've done one for Revolver, Sergeant Pepper, and in the last one they did was Let It Be, which is another one I'd quite like. But this one is the one that I really wanted, because it is probably my favourite Beatles album apart from Rubber Soul. Rubber Soul is probably my second favourite Beatles album, and I don't know if they've done a box set of that. But yeah, this is really cool. Really nice set. It's set out like a hardback book inside this solid kind of slipcase. So let's not waste any time. Let's take this down to the studio and we'll do a top-down look at this amazing box set from the Beatles, Abbey Road. So here it is, guys. This is the anniversary edition of Abbey Road, the most infamous and famous, one of the most famous, I reckon, LP covers ever to be created. Absolutely wonderful. So we're going to not waste too much time. Let's try and get this bad boy open without damaging anything in here. So let me see if we can grab a corner. So bear with me, guys, while I just try and get this started out. Hopefully we've made a little slit. Yes, we have. Going to try and preserve the sticker if I possibly can. I'm going to take this off. I've been absolutely so lucky this last few days. You know, I've had the John Lennon box set, which I pre-ordered a long time ago when it was sort of like announced, and when my birthday come up, I got a little voucher, and I was debating over 2 things. I was going to get myself like a little record player, but then I kind of thought to myself, do I really want to be going down that rabbit hole of vinyl when I have a vast CD collection? And then I thought, well, why don't you get that Beatles album that you know, your favourite Beatles album for your collection in its ultimate sort of like release, which this is. It's in its anniversary release. On the back there we have the track listing of all the discs. We've got 3 discs. We've got the main album, remastered, remixed, and we have 2 discs of unreleased sort of demos and different sort of outtakes of the songs, and then we've got the Blu-ray disc, which includes different sound qualities of the album. This is a German pressed box set, and just like some of the others, they're a bit strange, where you think the opening would be this side, it's on this side, just like the Nick Drake box set. But if we can take it out here, very cool. I was just seeing if there's any alterations on these covers, and it's exactly the same, which is nice. But it would have been a nice touch, wouldn't it, to have had it like maybe a different sort of design of the cover, like a different version of it. Anyway, just pop that there, guys. I'm just going to pop this over here, and we can turn these over, because like I said, this is set out like a big hardback book, and we're greeted on the first page here with the first discs of this album. So we'll have a little look at the track listing. So this is Abbey Road, the 2019 mix, and it contains the tracks Come Together, Something, Maxwell Silverhammer, Oh Darling, Octopus Garden, and I Want You. Side 2 was Here Comes the Sun, Because, You Never Give Me Your Money, Sun King, Mean Mr. Mustard, Polythene Pam, She Came In Through the Bathroom Window, Golden Slumbers, Carry the Weight, and The End. And they've put Her Majestic down there, Her Majesty, which I wish they hadn't have done, because that on the actual original album was a bonus track. You know, on the famous sort of Apple label. They didn't need to write it on there, because if you've got the original album, it doesn't say Her Majesty, it just says The End. That was like a bonus track on the end. So I kind of wish they'd have kept that format, but there you are. So that is disc 1. Disc 2 is Abbey Road Blu-ray audio. So they're not wasting time, they're getting the big guns out of the way, first of all. So this is the Blu-ray. Won't go through the track listing because we've just been through it, and it contains the main album with all the different audios. There's a 5.1, there's a Dolby Atmos, so it's pretty cool. So I expect the other albums will be at the back, so we'll make our way over to them. We start off with that incredible beautiful picture there of the Beatles. Hopefully we can see all that. Let me have a quick look. It's a little bit better, isn't it? What an amazing picture there of the Beatles. That's so cool. It starts with a forward from Paul McCartney. Once we get past these incredible pictures, look how great they look then. They look so cool. I loved it when their sound matured. I do like the early Beatles, but my love for them is really with the latter part, from Rubber Soul onwards. Is my utmost love affair with the Beatles. I do like the early stuff. I appreciate it for what it is. It's some great pop music, really well written and well produced, and some classic songs that are timeless. Absolutely incredible. But then they changed direction as they got older and matured. Their music matured along with them. So here's the forward from Paul McCartney. photo by Linda McCartney, it says. Introduction. Great picture there. I think that's the two sort of original sort of producers of the album. Some more great pictures of the band. John, George, Paul, Ringo. Really cool. This booklet is absolutely amazing. It's beautiful. Whoops. It's right up there with the Bonzo Dog Doodah. I keep mentioning them on every single music video I do. I mention the Bonzo Dog Doodah band. Do you think I like them? So yeah, but it matches that quality, doesn't it? I'm going to jump this page because it had nudity on it. We had John and Yoko with no clothes on. So we'll jump that page. Here the guys in session there in the studio. So recording the album. Now that's a mighty fine shot. That looks like a rehearsals. It's definitely not a recording studio. It's more like a rehearsal for concerts and stuff like that. Really cool. And there's one of the sort of famous kind of pictures that they tend to have done on their first album and on their Red and Blue album. So now we've got track by track. Information about the different tracks and about all the different cuts and stuff and print offs and just sort of things. Cut from Apple, cut at Apple. Telling you where the songs were cut and edited, with some great pictures in there. And it goes on by the songs. We've got Come Together there. John looks quite frail there. Handwritten notes there. George Harrison. Maxwell Silverhammer. So this is just sort of like a discussion, an essay about each song on the album. Oh, darling. Octopus's Garden. I actually quite like that song. It's really cool, and it gives you the breakdown there. It says there Ringo, lead vocals, drums, percussion, bubbling effects, John guitar, Paul bass, piano, backing vocals, and George guitar and backing vocals. I like that. It's a nice touch. So it breaks down every song, so you think, oh, who sang that one, who sang this one? This one breaks it down for you. Some more session pictures there. Here Comes the Sun. This one was George Harrison on lead vocals, guitar and Moog synthesizer. Wow, there's a Moog synthesizer in that. Yeah, it would have been yeah, it would have been harmony vocals and hand claps. He also performed it. Paul was on bass, Ringo was on drums, and John wasn't even on that song. Interesting bits of information you don't know, you see. Like, I never knew that John didn't play on Here Comes the Sun. Very cool. I love all this. Sun King, me and Mr. Mustard. Golden Slumber, Carry That Weight, The End. That was supposed to be the last song on the album. This was I think the Beatles' last album. Majesty. These are great photographs. This is an incredible book. Ballad for John and Yoko, which I believe is on one of the discs, of the demo discs. Old Brown Shoe, again on one of the demo discs. It was a B-side to one of the singles. Come and Get It. Come and Get It was just performed by Paul. He played all the instruments on it. A picture there of Abbey Road. The cover designs. That's really cool, really interesting. It's a great photo there of them outside the EMI recording studios. And now we've got different variations. That's great. That's amazing. That's what I thought they could have done with the little CD covers or the covers on here. Just give us a different variation of the classic album. How cool is that? Look at them all getting like that. It's a Auntie Wayne right there. Making sure they all look pristine for the photo shoot. That's great. The arrival of Abbey Road. So we're going into the in-depth. And in the end, iconic picture there. There's a promotional poster there. The Beatles, Abbey Road, out now. That looks like, I think that's from one of their videos. I've seen this on a video, one of their songs. I can't remember which one it is now. I think it might be Something. There's a kind of wall there, probably of a dressing room. Nice photograph there. That looks like the old where John Lennon filmed Imagine video for his. And here we have the breakdown of the tracks. So I've already given you the track listing of the first album. So CD2 we have I Want You, Goodbye, Something, The Ballad for John and Yoko, Old Brown Shoe, Oh Darling, Octopus Garden, You Never Give Me Your Money, Her Majesty, Golden Slumbers, Here Comes the Sun, and Maxwell's Silver Hammer. And they're all different takes. Take 4, take 2, take 36. So they're different takes of the original songs. And on disc 3 we have Come Together, The End, Come and Get It, The Sun King, Mean Mr. Mustard, Polythene Pam, She Came Through the Window, through the bathroom window, Because, the long one, which is a melody of You Never Give You Money, Sun King, Mean Mr. Mustard, Here Comes Her Majesty, sorry, Polythene Pam, She Comes Through the Window Bathroom, Golden Slumber, Carry That Weight, and The End. And it's got Something, which is an instrumental, and Golden Slumber, which is an instrumental. And then we got the Blu-ray listing, which is the album with the different sound qualities. And then we have the information about who's performed on the album and about the sort of remixing and the remastering. And it ends with that. In the end, the love you take is equal to the love you make. I suspect John wrote that. Very lovely. So here are the discs in the back here. So we have Abbey Road Sessions. They just called it Abbey Road Sessions. They don't have like written disc 3 or anything like that. That's really cool. But these are reversed. These do have different pictures on it by the looks of it. Yeah, these have got different variants. That's really, really cool. I love that. And they're also on the other half of the cut apple. That's wonderful. Wonderful, wonderful. Let me just double check the first two again. I want to see if they were variant or if they were the same. I think they're the same. Yeah, they're the same. So why didn't they do that, you know, with the Blu-ray? But I suppose because it's the original album, again, they didn't want to do that. But it would have been a nice touch. But it's a wonderful, wonderful booklet. Absolutely fantastic. The reverse of the booklet is the reverse of this hardback slipcase book dust cover, whatever you want to call it. I gave you every name you could possibly call it. And that is the anniversary edition of Abbey Road by the Beatles. So there we go, guys. There is the unboxing of the Beatles anniversary edition of Abbey Road, which is absolutely amazing. I'm going to treasure this for a number of reasons. One, it's a gift for my birthday from my family. You know, I got some small vouchers. I did have a large voucher, but that got messed up. So it was an amazing gift that I will love of my favourite Beatles album. My favourite Beatles album would probably, my top 5 would probably be Abbey Road, Rubber Soul, Let It Be, Revolver, and then maybe the White Album. It does change and varies, but as you can see, I like the latter part of the Beatles' career. I love the early parts. I will go through the Beatles CDs that I have. I don't have, again, I'm not a completist. My selection is very, very humble, but I will take some time and show you it in another video. But thanks for coming in, guys, and I hope you enjoyed seeing this amazing box set.